There are four types of bill: money bill, financial bill, constitutional amendment bill, and ordinary bill. We are now going to discuss about ordinary bill. Any bill other than money bill, financial bill, constitutional amendment bill is termed as ordinary bill. We'll get into the procedures, how it is passed in the parliament and becomes an act. I divide the entire procedures broadly into 6 phases. We'll get them one by one. Let's begin first. Source of bill. Here I am talking about whether the bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha or from the Rajya Sabha or can be done by any of the house. In case of ordinary bill, the bill can be introduced either by the Lok Sabha or by the Rajya Sabha. Next point is, let's imagine that we have a bill in our hand, ordinary bill for that matter. Do we need a prior recommendation from the President of India before the ordinary bill is introduced in the Parliament? The answer is, we don't need prior recommendation from the President of India for the case of ordinary bill before the bill is introduced in the Parliament, except for those bills which are met under Article number 3. What does this Article number 3 talk about? Article number 3 talks about creation of states, alteration of boundaries, giving new names. So for those matters which are listed under Article number 3, we need prior recommendation from the President of India. Now we have already known that the bill can be introduced either in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. Similarly, bill can also be rejected or amended either by the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. So in case of ordinary bill, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha enjoys equal power. Now we have the ordinary bill. It is introduced in the house or the respective houses. The next step we can talk about is voting on the bill. Means how many members will go for the bill or will stand against the bill. So we follow a particular pattern, voting pattern. Technically we call it majority. So what type of majority or what type of voting pattern is followed in case of ordinary bill? In case of ordinary bill, we followed simple majority. What does this simple majority means? Simple majority means more than half of the members present and voting. Now let's create a situation. The bill is passed in the Rajya Sabha but stands rejected in the Lok Sabha. Or similarly, bill can be passed in the Rajya Sabha but got rejected in the Rajya Sabha. So we call that situation as a deadlock. So when there is a deadlock, under Article number 108, President summons for joint session. Question is, will there be a joint session in case of ordinary bill? Answer is, we will have a joint session or we can have joint session. In joint session, what we do is the bill will be passed by simple majority. I've already talked about simple majority. Simply means more than the half of the total members present and voting. Now the bill is passed in both houses, that is in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The next step is we have to send the bill to the President for his signature or for his assent. Now what President of India can do in case of ordinary bill is the President can directly give the assent, President can directly put his signature or President can withhold it. I'm talking about pocket veto. Or President can send back to the Parliament for the reconsideration only for once. So what does this only for once means? For those bills or that bill which is sent back to the Parliament for reconsideration by the President may be passed by the Parliament with or without amendments. So that time the President is bound to put his signature or President is bound to give his actions. So that way, after getting the assent, the bill becomes an act. So that's all for ordinary bill.